Yes, could the spring 2026 class may please be seated. Good evening, family and friends, alumni, distinguished guests, and graduates. I'm honored to welcome you to the spring 2026 Ball State School of Nursing pinning ceremony. My name is Gary Huey, and I'm a proud graduate of the Ball State University School of Nursing, class of 1986. So 40 years ago, I got this pin. All right. I currently serve as your president of the Ball State University Nursing Alumni Society for all of our graduates. The goal of the Nursing Alumni Society is to stimulate the engagement of all graduates of Ball State University School of Nursing and graduates of the Ball Memorial Hospital School of Nursing. Through this engagement, the Nursing Alumni Society seeks to further the educational, professional, and social interests of our alumni both individually and collectively. On behalf of the Nursing Alumni Society, it is my distinct honor to recognize our newest nursing graduates tonight in one of nursing's most respected and time-honored tradition, the nursing pin ceremony. The pinning ceremony is a meaningful nursing school tradition that signifies the initiation of graduates into the professional community of nursing. Before we recognize the graduates, I have the honor of introducing our distinguished guests on the stage. Please hold your applause until all are introduced. When your name is called, I ask you to please stand and remain standing until all guests are recognized. So we'll start with Dr. Carrie Osborne, Director of the Ball State University School of Nursing. Susan Benner, Associate Professor, Ball State University School of Nursing and Senior Baccalaureate Program Director. Dr. Delisa Flynn, Associate Professor, Ball State University School of Nursing. Dr. Trina Wilkie, Associate Professor, Ball State University School of Nursing. And Grace Kreider, Ball State University Nursing Alumni Board Member. Our class advisors for this graduating class are Dr. Flynn and Dr. Wilkie. Our guest speaker, who's also behind me, Katie Klafka, BSN RN class of 2014, with numerous certifications that I would spend 5 minutes reading off. So that's what I'm going to say for Katie. Again, I'm your representative of the Nursing Alumni Board, as well as Grace Kreider. So please join me in extending a warm welcome to our distinguished guests. So having done this several times here and in Texas and in Louisville, one of the problems that we noted was our cell phones. So you can see my cell phone is turned off. So we'd ask you to please at least silence your cell phone so they don't interrupt our service tonight. If you plan to take photos from the audience, we kindly ask that you be respectful of those around you so that everyone may enjoy an unobstructed view of the ceremony. And again, we're linked online, which several of you shared. So your family and friends who could not attend our ceremony are watching online. Our guest speaker for this evening was chosen by the Spring 2026 class, and that is Katie Klafka, BSN 2014, and she is a cardiac intensive care unit RN. So we'll ask Katie to please come to the stand.
Good evening, friends, families, and the class of 2026. My name is Katie, and I am a Ball State School of Nursing graduate from the class of 2014, and I'm honored to have a moment to share a few words with the graduating class. When I graduated nursing school, I graduated top of my class. I was a class officer and had finished serving as the president of the Ball State Student Nurses Association. I had the titles, the grades, and every intention of being the perfect new graduate critical care nurse. I was dedicated to bringing every skill I had to being the best nurse possible. But I quickly realized, while this university taught me to be a professional, it couldn't teach me how to be human in a system that often feels like a machine. I remember a day early in my career when the healthcare machine was moving too slowly for a patient. The family was in crisis, their concerns were being sidelined, and patient care was being delayed. I could see the fear in their eyes, and in that moment, my accomplishments didn't matter, my voice did. I remember that feeling of pride when I pushed back against the policies, the schedules, the red tape, and that's just the way this works, and escalated their care. I refused to let my patient just wait around for the system to catch up. It was in that experience that I realized my real job wasn't just following a protocol or the rules. It was to be an advocate, a protector for the patients and their families. But my most profound moment of pride didn't happen directly at the bedside. It happened outside, walking in the fresh air with a patient who'd been with us for a couple of weeks following open heart surgery. She was going stir crazy, so we went outside in the sun to take a little of the outside world in. She was a person navigating the complexities of substance use disorder, a path that I know intimately as I've walked it myself. As we walked, the nurse and the patient labels evaporated. I didn't just pass meds and do assessments, but I shared my history with her. And in that moment, we were just two people who had seen the same darkness, now sitting on the curb of the sidewalk, soaking in some sun. That connection did more for her healing and mine than anything I had done that shift. I tell you these stories because you are graduating into a system that is often exhausted, mechanical, and deeply broken. It's a system that will try to turn you into a checklist. It will convince you that your efficiency matters more than your empathy. It'll tell you that your own story, your struggles, your triumphs, and your healing has no place at the bedside. The system will ask you for your lunch breaks, for your peace of mind, for your sleep. But you cannot pour from an empty cup. And you certainly cannot fix a broken system if you are broken yourself. Protecting your own humanity is a necessity. The system is wrong. The world doesn't just need more nurses who can interpret an EKG or titrate a drip. The world needs nurses who are brave enough to be human. It needs nurses who will be the push for the concerns that aren't being addressed and the care that is being delayed. It needs nurses who aren't afraid to look at a patient in the eye and say, "I've been where you are, and there is a way through." You are entering a broken system, yes, but you are also the repair. You are the heartbeat in the machine. Go out there and be the best nurse you can be, not just because of your accomplishments and your degree from Ball State, but because of your capacity to care, to fight, and to remain whole. Congratulations, class of 2026. Go be human. The world is waiting for you.
Thank you, Katie. That's very inspirational. So next, we will have our class pledge led by Brindley Nickham, class secretary, and Paige Personette, vice president.
Fellow classmates, will you please stand? I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to care for the sick with all the skill and understanding I possess, without regard to race, creed, color, politics, or social status, sparing no effort to conserve life, to alleviate suffering, and to promote health. I will respect, at all times, the dignity and religious beliefs of the patients under my care, holding in confidence all personal information entrusted to me, and refraining from any action which might endanger life or health. I will endeavor to keep my professional knowledge and skill at the highest level, and to give loyal support and cooperation to all members of the health team. I will do my utmost to honor the International Code of Ethics applied to nursing and to uphold the integrity of the nurse.
The class may be seated. And thank you, Brindley and Paige, for representing your class tonight. So now for the moment for which these future nurses have worked so diligently has finally arrived. It is time to recognize our graduates. Susan Benner will announce the names of the graduates. Dr. Delisa Flynn and Dr. Trina Wilkie will present the pins and cords to each of the graduates. The gift of carnations provided by the Nursing Alumni Society will be presented by board member Grace Kreider.
Will the class officers please rise? President Raymond Lewis Kreider, and Raymond is being penned by his mother, Susan Kreider, from the spring class of 1992. Vice President Paige Noel Personette. Secretary Brindley Michelle Nickham. Treasurer Macy Kale Easton. Parliamentarian Jadelyn Marie Runyon. Class officers, you may be seated. Row 2, please stand. Kaylin Ann Aiden. Grace Elizabeth Baldwin. Regan Lane Barker. Madeline Gabrielle Berryman. Caitlin Rose Bieberstein. Taylor Ann Biddle. Allison Christine Biltz. Cadence Lillian Brown. JD R. Brunson. Corrigan James Burton. Sarah Marie Bichou. Caitlin Leanne Campbell. And Caitlin is being pinned by her mother, Kelly Campbell, a graduate from the spring class of 2000. Olivia J. Chenery. Ashlyn Brooke Klaus. Kayla S. Cox. McKenna Marie Christ. Riley Paige Davis. Maya Elizabeth Denny. Nicholas Braden Detling. Row 2, you may be seated. Row 3, please rise. Lizer Eastwood Williams. Alyssa Jane Fields. Shania Nicole Freeman. Emma Nicole Gellenbeck. Kayla Marie Gerker. Elizabeth Jo Guffey. Lucas Christian Hales. Ava Michelle Hickner. Ashley J. Hoffman. Aletha Faith Hoover. Lauren Joanne Huffman. Ogagosa Gift Igunwe. Emma Nicole Jackley. Corbin Elise Klein. Masanori Donald Kojima. Lily Bess Conkle. Morgan Ann Lawrence. Rachel Marie Logan. Eden Grace Long. Row 3, please be seated. Row 4, please rise. Giancarlo Mancia. Kirsten Marie Mascari. Riley Elizabeth May. Elena May Maisie. Marin Michelle McBride. Alexandria Michelle Marion. Alyssa Renee Messenger. Emma Sue Meyer. Avery McKenna Milburn. Lauren Marie Gomez Mossy Ruby. Emily Grace Neal. Lexi Marie Osborne. Madison Paige Owens. Amelia Rose Paris. Caitlin Reese Piper. Addison Grace Pruitt. And Addison is being penned by her grandmother-in-law, Karen Turnipole, from the summer class of 1984. Madison Lee Pruitt. Kobe Ali Radford. Morgan Elizabeth Rector. Row 4, you may be seated. Row 5, please rise. Kevin Patrick Robinson. Raphael Hayden Sabillon. Andrea Nicole Sanders. Addie Marie Shelton. Sasha Claire Shunnison, and Sasha is being penned by her sister, Caitlin Shunnison, from the spring class of 2023. Megan Rose Slack. Addison Elizabeth Smith. Grace Leanne Sonley. Olivia Marie Spurgeon. Olivia Suzanne Stuckey. Madison Ray Summit. Journey Naide Tevis. Haley Mae Thompson. Annie Claire Twyford. Mitchell Stephen Van Horn. Veronica Mia Villanueva. Ava Margaret Vining, and Ava is being penned by her cousin, Sarah Green, from the spring class of 2024. Tennille Marie Wash. Olivia Kinch Wittes. Bailey Ann Wyatt, and Bailey is being penned by her mother-in-law, Chanel Amos, Ball State University Nursing School faculty. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the class of 2026. Last row, you may be seated. And keep it going, y'all.
Well, after that wonderful applause, and thank you to our faculty and our Alumni Society for presenting the cords, pins, and gifts. We will now hear remarks from Raymond Kreider, who's president of the Spring 2026 Class Baccalaureate Nursing. Raymond?
Thank you, Gary. Or Mr. Huey, sorry. We live in Mr. Huey world. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Ball State School of Nursing Class of 2026's pinning ceremony. It's hard to believe that the same group of students who once walked into their first lecture unsure, overwhelmed, and maybe a little intimidated are now standing here ready to become nurses. We are beyond thankful you could join us for this last milestone of our journey. I would first like to start by saying a huge thank you to the School of Nursing for facilitating our growth into the nurses we have become. Your excitement and dedication for this program has truly shaped my experience, and I know everyone on this stage would agree. Although the exams were hard, the assignments were endless, and the clinical rotations were long, you have prepared us for every situation that we will soon face. You provided guidance when we needed it most, while giving us the independence to grow into confident nurses. We will forever be grateful for the connections we have built through this program and are honored to have had such great role models throughout the process. Although sometimes it came with tough love, each one of you has pushed us to achieve our fullest potential. I personally remember the first day we walked into Anna's critical care lecture, and she's standing there, so look at her. I felt like I was dropped off at boot camp. I did a little. But looking back now, she knew that's exactly what we needed. In the world of nursing, nothing ever goes as planned, but being surrounded by instructors who truly care about your success is what has prepared us best for those challenges. Thank you all so much for your support throughout this program. Although we have worked tirelessly to get to this moment, we cannot fully take credit for this accomplishment. The past 4 years have been some of the most challenging but rewarding times of our lives, and it would not have been possible if it weren't for our strong circles of support. Each one of you, our family, friends, and support systems that are here tonight, have been what has led us to this achievement. Without the encouragement from you, we would not be standing on this stage today, excited for the next chapter, and let's be honest, slightly terrified at the same time. You celebrated our wins and carried us through the hardest days. I'm sure each of us has called someone sitting in this room unsure that we were going to make it to this moment. However, your unwavering support and positivity has allowed us to reach beyond our dreams. Your empowerment is something I know each one of us will carry into our careers, and I hope we are able to reflect what we have received from you during every patient interaction we have. I would also like to personally thank my family for the continual support you all have shown me throughout this process. From clinical experiences to exams, you have been there to share my wins and be a listening ear when I needed it. To my dad, who probably heard more gruesome stories than he would have liked to, as I'm sure many of you can relate, I want to thank you for always being a positive voice that got me through the most challenging times. Although you cannot always relate to the medical world, your support for me is what kept me going. And to my mom, the reason I chose this path, my biggest role model, and someone who could relate to both the stress and the excitement of nursing school. I could not be more blessed to be sharing this moment with you. And as I complete my journey through the Ball State nursing program, just like you did, I hope to be half as great as the nurse you are and half as kind as the person you are. This moment is for both of you. I love you so much. Finally, to the spring class of 2026, we did it. And for the first time in a long time, we can finally breathe. Over the past 4 years, this class has turned into so much more than just a group of colleagues, but rather a group of people we knew we could turn to when we needed support the most. Nursing school truly does have a way of making you realize how lucky you are to be surrounded by such a great team. From head-to-toe checkoffs to our first code experiences, we have been with each other every step of the way. As we go into this next chapter of life, I want us all to remember how lucky we are to be in this profession. Throughout all of our clinical experiences, we have had the privilege of walking with our patients through every stage of life. From labor and delivery to inpatient care and to hospice, we have shared the highs and lows with our patients and their families. How beautiful is that to experience? Although the shifts are long and the workload is hard, when you surround yourself with a great team like the one we have made here at Ball State, you start to see the many hidden victories in between. As we enter our respective units, I hope that we remember the impact we can make on our patients. Sure, this program taught us how to recognize signs and symptoms, how to give medications and all of their side effects, and how to perform procedures. But the single most important aspect of the profession of nursing is not something that can be taught in a lecture. It was something that we all possessed when we stepped foot on this campus and what called us to this profession in the first place. Compassion. The ability to share someone's suffering and the desire to relieve it. That is our why. Why we choose to show up for our patients every day. Why we take the time to perform the little tasks that greatly impact someone's quality of life. And why we pushed ourselves these past 4 years to keep going. I have never been more confident that a group of people are going to make such a positive impact in this world. And I am beyond blessed to have gone through this journey with all of you. As we step into these new roles, I hope we continue to remember our why, and I know we will all find success as we grow into experienced nurses. Congratulations to the spring class of 2026. We did more than earn a degree here. We found our purpose, we found our people, and we found our why. I cannot wait to see the impact each of you will make. Thank you.
All right, so now I'll call to the stage Dr. Carrie Osborne, who will let us know about class accomplishments.
Thank you, Gary. So as Gary said, my name is Carrie Osborne. I'm the director of the School of Nursing. I'm very honored and privileged to share in that capacity or serve in that capacity. Before I recognize the graduates and some of their accomplishments, I want to just take a minute, and I know Raymond recognized the faculty, and we are very grateful for that, but I would like to ask them to stand. They'll probably kill me. But would the faculty please stand that are here with us tonight? I think a lot of them are sitting over here to my left and on the stage. So they do put a lot of tireless hours into the work that they do, that they're assigned to do. They spend many hours with the students, both in the classroom and in the clinical setting. And, I think that just speaks to, as well, to the breadth and the width of the work that goes into being in nursing school. These students have spent almost 1,000 hours in clinical. That is way more than many other students do who are earning a bachelor's degree. Beyond the clinical hours that they're putting in the lab and with patients, they're also spending time in the classroom, spending time, hours and hours of time studying for exams, doing our assignments, our endless assignments, right? And so they are very, very dedicated to the work that they're doing. And beyond what they're doing in the classroom and in the clinical setting, many of them are very highly engaged at the university and in different capacities, you know, serving in different ways. And so I just wanted to take some time to recognize, one, their academic accomplishments, but then also some of the other accomplishments that some of these students have had over their time with us at Ball State. So first I'm going to start with recognizing some of our academic achievements. So we have many students graduating with academic honors. So if you are graduating cum laude, could you please stand? These students will have a medal that designates that distinction. We also have students who are graduating magna cum laude. So if you're graduating magna, please stand. And then we also have graduates that are graduating summa cum laude. So would those students please stand? As you can see, collectively, that is almost the whole class, so well done to these students. I also want to take a minute to recognize students that have been named to the Dean's List at some point in their career at Ball State. So if you've ever been on the Dean's List, would you please stand? That's probably 100%, right? You may be seated. So let's move on to our Honors College students. If you have met the requirements of the Honors College, could you please stand? The students in the Honors College have requirements above and beyond what our normal bachelor's degree students have, so they are putting in extra time and extra work in order to meet this distinction. So well done. You may be seated. Next, I want to recognize the members of the Sigma Theta Tau Beta Rho chapter. I think we have at least one person who was inducted into, there she is. So this is a nursing honor society that is by invitation, and we had one student that accepted that invitation, so we're happy that you joined us in the Sigma Theta Tau Beta Rho chapter. Thank you for standing. Next, I want to recognize students who were involved in the Ball State Nurses Association. So if you were involved in that, please stand. I think there's at least a few of them, yes. So the BSNA plans events for students, kind of, you know, helps foster engagement across the School of Nursing. They do some community service. Again, it's all time on top of what they're doing in the classroom. So we appreciate their service to the Ball State Student Nurses Association. I think we have at least one student who is recognized as a top 100 student. Please stand. Well done. So that's an honor that reflects the outstanding leadership, service, and achievement to the university. So we are always glad to have a nursing student who's nominated and is chosen in the top 100. I also want to recognize all of our student athletes. So if you're a student athlete, would you please stand? Our student athletes are usually our most diligent students. They are the most on top of it most of the time because they have to be so structured in their schedules. But we are so thankful that we have a program that we allow students to be athletes and that the athletic department allows students to be nursing students, because not every school does that. So we're really thankful that we can partner with our athletics department and foster that opportunity for our students. I also want to recognize our first generation college students. So if you're a first gen student, would you please stand? I always think it's important to recognize these students because, you know, navigating the complexities of the university is not an easy thing for someone who has someone to help them, and these students don't always have that support. So, you know, for them to be able to achieve graduation is a really huge milestone. And so we're really, really proud of our first-gen students always. If you're a member of a fraternity or a sorority, would you please stand? So we do have a few of those as well, yes. So these students also put in a lot of time outside of the classroom, with their fraternities and sororities, doing community service and those types of things. So, just always, again, appreciative of the engagement that the students are putting in, not only in the School of Nursing, but also across campus. I want to recognize, at least I know of one student who was in the Ball State Pride of Mid-America. Yes, there she is. And she was a feature twirler for 4 years, so well done. And that is also a huge accomplishment. I had a child who was in band, and so I know the level of commitment that can be. And so, putting in those hours with practices, along with, again, trying to navigate the schedule of being a nursing student is not always easy. And all of these accomplishments, kind of like Katie said, they're all impressive and they do tell your story. So, I think engagement here at the university also has the ability or the opportunity to help you recognize the importance of engagement as you move into the nursing profession. It's really important as nurses that we, as part of our professional obligation, continue to engage in the profession, engage in our organizations, to continue to improve our profession and move our profession forward. So I encourage you as you move, and I honestly, as Gary and I were watching all the students come by, and oh yeah, they're such a great student, there was all of that, almost, with each of you as you came by, we recognize that you are good people and you're smart and capable with high integrity, so we are just really proud of being able to prepare you to be ready to move into the profession and make that difference as you move on in your careers. And we always, we can't wait to see what you do, and we always want to know what you're doing and what you're up to. So, we really hope that you continue to engage with the Alumni Association, as well as continue to engage in the School of Nursing. So on behalf of the School of Nursing, I just want to say congratulations to you all for your accomplishments. And again, we look forward to seeing the impact that you make as you move out into the world of nursing. So congratulations.
So again, that's why we're very proud of you. And for those of you who are nurses in the room and are Ball State grads, I'm on Facebook and I have a Ball State nursing group. Would love to have any Ball State nurses in the group, and would love to have all these graduates in the group, especially Raymond Kreider, all right? And Mom, Mrs. Kreider. So the Nursing Alumni Society a couple years ago developed criteria to recognize an outstanding Ball State nursing student, and I was on that committee. So the faculty with the School of Nursing submitted nominations, and several students were nominated, and one student was selected from the spring 2026 graduating class. The criteria for selection included a GPA greater than 3.0, and which everyone probably has, demonstration of 2 or more of the following qualities: compassionate care, which you all have; relationship development, which you all have; empathetic practice; patient and family advocacy, which you all have; outstanding clinical and interpersonal skills, which you all have; and participation in community activities supporting wellness, which Dr. Osborne, Carrie, was able to recognize. So this award is being presented by your Nursing Alumni Society president, me. And this student who was selected by your faculty, has many qualities that make them a great nurse already. This student works hard at achieving their goals by studying, critically thinking, and evaluating how their patients react to both acute and chronic conditions and the interventions required for wellness and health. This student assists their fellow classmates with whatever they need, such as a listening ear, which you've all done, and helped with a patient or even with academics. This student displays compassionate care, is a great communicator, and is a natural leader. And in addition, this student is a role model and mentor to other BSU nursing students across the curriculum, so not just in 425, but in other semesters. So at this time, I would like to have Raymond Kreider come forward. So the Nursing Alumni Society Board is proud to recognize you for this evening for an award that is truly deserved, and I hope he gets on Facebook, all right? Congratulations, all right? And sir, here, Raymond, here's the... All right. So before we dismiss, on behalf of the Ball State University School of Nursing and Ball State Nursing Alumni Society, I want to wish each of you nothing but success as you transition into your nursing careers. You've worked diligently to reach this moment. Take pride in your accomplishments and find joy in the work that you do, which you've mentioned will be challenging. The fulfillment is essential to a meaningful and happy life, and you must have work-life balance. All right? As Katie mentioned, sometimes hospitals want you to work those extra shifts, stay after hours, miss family activities, but you have to decide what's best for you too. And you can't always work 5/12s a week. Don't do it. My students back in Texas would know my dog Angus Dean. I'd say, don't do it, Angus Dean. Don't change those answers and don't work 5/12s in a row. So whatever your next steps may be, carry forward the education you've received as Ball State as part of a lifelong commitment to learning. So I tell all my students, I'm 67 and I'm working on my DNP. So don't be afraid to stop learning no matter how old you are, and some of my clinical students know that already. So let it guide every situation better than when you found it. And please consider returning to visit with us at our annual Nursing Alumni Society reunion, which will be held May 16th at the Alumni Center. And for our students, it's only $10 to come. And yes, I've been to 38 out of 40 reunions, all right? So now, my fellow alumni, congratulations. We are incredibly proud of you. Let us celebrate this achievement together. All of us on the faculty, and faculty on my left as well in the audience, wish you the best to every one of you. For our recession with the graduating class of 2026 spring, please stand. We ask the audience for one thing, please. Please remain seated until the recessional is complete. So what happens is they walk out, families want to get up, and sometimes their children want to run out. And we can't stop the little kids, but we ask that you please let them go out and meet them out in the lobby. You may greet the graduates in the lobby after they have all exited Pruitt Hall Auditorium. Sorry, this is Emmons Auditorium. I didn't catch that. So good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us to honor the Spring 2026 graduates. One more round of applause. And yes, you can stand. Yes. They're standing for you all, right here. All right. Well, good evening, everyone, and safe travels home tonight. And continue to be blessed and support these young graduates. Thank you.